Corey Perry's days with the Anaheim Ducks are coming to an end as the team prepares to buy out the remainder of his contract. In today's video, we're going to take a look at what the buyout means for the team and how it's going to impact their cap situation moving forward. And that's coming up next. Welcome back here to Top Shelf Hockey. We have some more breaking news out of the NHL. The Anaheim Ducks and Corey Perry are set to part ways. Now, we've talked about Corey Perry a fair bit here in the NHL rumor mill over the past couple of weeks. There's been some speculation they were going to attempt to trade him, and if that wasn't going to work out, that a buyout very well could end up taking place. Of course, the buyout window is now open, started on June 15th, and will run through until June 30th. Now, because Corey Perry had a full no-move clause, he was certainly limited on where he wanted to be traded to. Therefore, the Anaheim Ducks had a very limited amount of teams they could speak to try to work out a deal. Because of his hefty salary, it proved to be very difficult. Even retaining a big chunk of it still wasn't appetizing enough for many of these teams to really take that on. So the Anaheim Ducks have decided to go down the road of a buyout, thus ending the career of Corey Perry with the Anaheim Ducks, which will make him a free agent. Now, where he had a full no-move clause, he won't be required to be put on unconditional waivers. The buyout is in the process of happening right now and will be official here shortly as of today, making him an unrestricted free agent. Now, let's take a look here at how the buyout is going to work. He had 2 years left on his deal, so let's look at what is going to be paid to him and how this is going to affect the Ducks cap situation over the next few years. Now, with Corey Perry's contract, basically they're going to owe him $8 million, and they're going to be able to stretch this out over a 4-year time span. $8 million would be 2/3 of the remaining salary, and they can stretch it out over twice the amount of time. So how that will work here is basically he's going to get $2 million a year for the next 4 years in actual money, but how it's going to impact the Ducks cap situation for the coming season in 1920, they are going to save $6 million. They will have a cap hit of 2.625 rather than the 8.625, so it's going to be a big savings for the coming season. Next year, however, will be a little bit less significant. For the 2021 season, they're going to have a cap hit of $6.6 million and only save $2 million. And then they're going to have to add 2 additional years to being tied to this contract at $2 million cap hit per season. So obviously Corey Perry will be on the Ducks books for 4 years instead of 2, but obviously it's a way to save money now, create a roster spot, and allow him to go out and get a fresh start. Obviously, I fully suspect there'll be a fair bit of interest in Corey Perry. As I mentioned before, I thought the likelihood of a trade was slim, but maybe under the right circumstance, a team might be willing to take that on in exchange, especially if the Ducks were able to sweeten the deal and add a prospect or something a little bit more worthwhile into the package here. But since that didn't get worked out and he's a free agent, he's already going to be getting paid a decent amount of money here. So for him to take on like a veteran type of deal, 1 or 2 years or $1 to $2 million, something to that effect, probably makes sense. I think there's a fair bit of teams around the NHL who might be willing to add, one more veteran guy to kind of strengthen them, take on a leadership role, and be a secondary scorer, maybe in a bottom 6 type of role. I guess we will see. We keep hearing Corey Perry's name being mentioned, when it comes to like the Edmonton Oilers. It seems like a lot of players have been linked there lately, so we'll see how much truth is to that. I know TSN reporter Ryan Rashog, who covers the Oilers closely, believes that there would be a fit there so he could take on some of the leadership responsibilities for McDavid and Draisaitl. There's some others that say, the Oilers need more speed on the wings, and Corey Perry can't provide that. Yes, he's gritty. He has a lot of experience. He can provide leadership. He can probably still score 15 to 20 goals in a right setting. But he's too slow and really might not have as much impact as you might think. So I guess we will see where he lands and what kind of, the contract's the right fit for him. But I also want to take a quick look here at the career of Corey Perry and take a look at his career statistics. Corey Perry is first a rookie back in 2005, 2006. He's played parts of 14 seasons with the Anaheim Ducks. It's really hard to imagine it's been that long since he was drafted and been playing in the NHL. He put up 372 goals and 776 points in 988 games played. He's had a terrific career. He's obviously won some individual awards. Stanley Cup champion with the Ducks back in 2007. So he's certainly had a terrific hockey career. It's obviously not going to be quite over here yet, but he's certainly on the decline. Not quite the same player he used to be. General Manager Bob Murray indicated that he's been in the hockey business now for many decades, and this was one of the toughest decisions that he has had to make. Obviously, like I said, Perry's been there for a long, long time and been a significant contributor. He scored 50 goals on one occasion. He scored 40 goals on one occasion. He had 30 goals, I believe it was 4 or 5 occasions. He's been a big part of that franchise for a long time, and they're certainly going to miss what he brings, especially off the ice as well. He's been a big part of that team. So we'll see what happens to Corey Perry and who might sign him. The one thing that I'm a little bit sad for him about is that he's not going to get to play his 1,000th NHL game in a Ducks jersey. No. Considering he has 988 career games to his resume, he's only 12 games short of that, big milestone that many players really strive to hit, and he's going to end up hitting that wearing a different jersey. So that's unfortunate. I know Ducks fans and Perry and even the organization for the most part would have liked to have seen that happen, and it would have happened had he not gone through so many injuries here over the past couple of years. But either way, Corey Perry is now one of the formerly most highest paid free agents on the market. We'll see where he lands. I'm sure a team will sign him to a short-term veteran contract of some sort. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. What do you think of the buyout and how it affects the cap situation for the Ducks? And where do you think Corey Perry is going to land next? If you're new to the channel, I hope you consider subscribing. We cover all 31 NHL teams, and there's plenty of content here for all hockey fans to enjoy, so subscribe for more content just like this one. We have a very busy season coming up here as we approach the NHL draft in a few days, followed by NHL free agency not long after. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.